What do you get when you cross a paleo curation company with a dinosaur-loving architect? Oh, it's not a joke. That's what's going on here. And it's also why we absolutely can't add or remove any fences. In their words, the layout is already perfection. Oh, and get this. No genetic modification either. Some people can be so demanding. Like me. Break's over. Time to get to work.
Alright everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're back in Jurassic World Evolution 3's Challenge Mode, working through the San Albertus Fixed Layout Challenge. So we got 15 contracts we have to get done here. I'm concerned this is going to be the part that's going to take the longest to complete. So when I'm going through this, we're going to get us kicked off with just starting with any kind of contract. Fortunately, this one is for drink coverage. So we're going to move around a ton of the things at the beginning here, just make it a little bit easier for the electricity, or the generators, to just be able to cover as little space as possible. And then we'll get the drink amenities in here to get kicked off as well. We start with a pretty healthy amount of money, and so we're going to use all of this time to start. We're going to pause it, because we have, I think it's in 2 hours of game time to complete this. So we're going to pause this and just start adding all of the buildings that we would need to get this up and running. And then the rest of this, similar to last time in the Sichuan Safari, name of the game is going to be just getting as much research done as possible, as quickly as possible, and getting the dinosaurs in here. Because in theory, my hypothesis, if we can get the number of dinosaurs in here and we complete the number of contracts, everything else should take care of itself. Hopefully including the number of guests. We don't have any staff, so we're going to have to add a couple of these guys and girls in here. We need a little bit more. So we'll get another scientist in here. Start doing some research. Let's put a viewing gallery in here. So again, we're going to add all of the basic things we need here. Get our maintenance, get our staff teams in here to start doing some upgrades. That'll get us going here. This is going to be much of the entire playthrough of this challenge. So if you do enjoy these videos where we're going through challenge mode, I've also done something with campaign, at least what the campaign is built out right now. If you enjoyed those videos, I would like to support the channel, feel free to hit that like or that subscribe button. If you have thoughts on other things to do in Jurassic World Evolution 3 or other Jurassic Park games, put those in the comments as we will continue to get rolling. I don't think we've really even had this. We haven't even had the game start running here quite yet to get our first contract with drink coverage to 80%. There's not a lot of space here yet, so I feel like getting to 80% should be pretty
increase the hotel capacity of
easy. So you just have those two paths to get to the hatchery and the viewing gallery. But let's get our first dinosaur research. So we'll research Styracosaurus. We don't have any dinosaurs already researched like we did in the Sichuan Safari. And then they'll be able to view them from there. Alright, we need... Okay, people are starting to come in. I'm guessing as soon as people start walking that direction more, then we'll see it as a drink coverage of 80%. I don't see another reason why it wouldn't already take care of itself. Alright, we'll play with this and see if we can get this all the way to getting everything filled out. We haven't done the research to expand. We haven't done any research yet to expand this. And then we can also get a dinosaur encounter to try to increase that appeal. That we'll need later on. Okay, yeah, now we're seeing the drink coverage. We got 80%. It's just going to take a minute to get that all up and running. You guys are doing research. We can do, while we're getting things ready, we can try to dig up another dinosaur. So we'll get Triceratops in here. And again, I think similar strategy to when we did Sichuan Safari. We're just going to keep getting as many herbivores as possible. Don't need to mess with the carnivores. and we're going to get as many in here. I'm not worried too much about location quite yet. We're just going to fit them in, add dinosaurs, get people in here, make some money, and try to get through this in the 2 hours of game running time, or as pretty close to it as we can. Alright, we'll get these guys going. Fortunately, I feel like it doesn't take all that long to get the dinosaurs.
This good work is going straight on your permanent record. I'm kidding. There is no permanent record. Not one that's written down, at least.
Okay, I think that's for the contract. So now let's get a second one. That's pretty easy to get an expedition. The more we can just get the easy ones that we're already going to get done, the easier. So my strategy here is, again, we're going to get as many contracts in as quickly as possible, because hopefully some of it's stuff we're already going to need to do with researching dinosaurs, unlocking dig sites, adding drink coverage. Alright. Get this going. Alright, first dinosaur out here, Styracosaurus. Best Ceratops in the game until we get Pentaceratops eventually here. Maybe next time, next month. That's not true. I think we're getting Ouranosaurus next time, but maybe the time after that, Pentaceratops. Alright, let's get our ranger stations and our maintenance squared away. Let's get 2 of these in here. One in the front, one in... I guess that was near the end of the path, and this one near the beginning of everything. And then we can assign... We have 2 maintenance teams to start. We have 2 maintenance... Well, we have 3. We have multiple maintenance teams. We have multiple ranger teams. We never get multiple medical teams to start, which is kind of sad. I always feel like I'm running the medical teams around in circles.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome the
Add in our gates.
to the park.
And I think that I'm thinking early on here, if I need extra space, because we can't touch any of the gates, I could just open a gate. Or I can't touch the fences, but I could open a gate, which would technically open up the fences. I don't know if that was ever what it was supposed to be, but I could imagine that being a workaround if I needed to for multiple dinosaurs. Or if it gets too compact, because it will likely get too compact. And I don't want to use the entire map if I don't have to. Because like last time, we could do most of it right around the base of the Sichuan Safari. Alright, Triceratops is ready. We don't have male and female. So we're just going to be stuck with the dinosaurs we have in here. We're not going to get any juveniles, which is fine. Oh yeah, let's get a medium amenity in here. We're going to eventually need that. Alright, let's keep playing with the territory here. We need water. Water. That's too high. That's still too high. Well, it's a good thing we're not trying to make this pretty, because this is not pretty at all. This is for function. It's not for... Not something that we're going to send other people to look at. Be like, oh, this is pretty. This is not. This is kind of gross. Alright. Let's make sure that we can actually get up into the water, or to the water. You're missing wetlands. So let's add a little bit of that. We need the cover, so we might as well just use both for a minute. I'm getting it. plus a little extra. All right, Styracosaurus, you are good to go. We've got a minute. Let's do some more research. Triceratops. Totally good. Do we have time for... We can't research. We need more logistics. We have... What do we have here? Oh, we have the core staff center. We're going to do more staff center. Early on, I'm just going to try to, as much as possible, upgrade our staff.
A comfortable dinosaur is one that's significantly easier to manage. Keeping them content should be a priority.
Okay. Still got a little bit of time before we complete our expedition. You guys are good. You're not going to get mad at me. Move Triceratops. And then, yeah, so let's always check it up the top. Triceratops and Styracosaurus do not get along together. So we'll split y'all. Can we get the next upgrade for staff? Nope. Don't really need to do those yet. Do we need these? Well, eventually we're going to need the balloon tour, probably, to look at some things. So we'll get that squared away. And we can look into where the Triceratops is. Anything to boost the appeal. And I gotta remember, this is not supposed to just like look pretty. Let's have a path going. I need to curve this a little bit. And curve it that way. And then we'll take it back this direction.
I don't say this often, but I'm proud of all your hard work here. And now you tell me how great a job I'm doing, too. Hello? Hello?
Alright. We don't have that dug up yet. Research. Let's get another dinosaur in here. So Lokiceratops. We cannot get that far. We can do it. Research into these. So this doesn't bite us in the butt like it kind of did in the Sichuan Safari. So we'll get our medicines well researched. And what's our next one? We'll do contract. Just do disease-free dinosaur for 5 minutes. We could increase the scientist training. Not gonna do anything with the plug rating. All right, can we research and move anybody yet? You guys are all busy, so we'll just wait a minute and then we'll upgrade everybody. All right, we're at 1.2 stars. 2 species, 2 contracts done, and we're already at almost $100,000 in income. Yeah, so definitely not worried about the income.
Illness presents a lot of security concerns. Unpredictable animals.
Oh, it's
risk of
due
a
to the
disease
research. I
spreading.
thought we had a diseased dinosaur right
This
now.
research is vitally important.
Let's make sure that Triceratops is happy. Let's get this in here. It's all the way up. Then we need a little bit of the wetlands. And our Lokiceratops is ready to go too. So let's get this in here real quick so then we can start working on Lokiceratops. Let's get, you guys are all tired, but we're gonna still train you and upgrade you a bit. Let's get that. You're trained, you're trained. And you can rest as well. You're gonna get trained too. And then we'll rest you. And then last, we'll train. You're not gonna rest though. Perfect. See, contract's completed. Let's get the next one.
Efficiency like you've shown can only be the marker of great ambition. I think you and I share that quality.
Right, where are you not? Just because I didn't look at you.
Asset transportation in progress.
All right. Okay, we did not. We're at over 100,000 in income, or yeah, income. We haven't even played with this yet. There we go. Move to the next
Ladies
one.
and gentlemen,
So yeah, the
we are
income part
pleased to
seems like
welcome
that's
a
going to be the
Triceratops to the park.
easiest part of this. Because it seems like we might just walk into it as long as we get the guest count up.
If an animal is under stress, we need to know why. Solve the underlying issue, and the rest will take care of itself.
Alright, so let's just make sure, so when we're doing this, always just look at the bottom number. Whatever makes it the highest is going to be your best bet. We're not focused on the smiley or red frowny faces. That's going to be way faster than trying to actually like mix and match and make something work. Pseudoceratops. Wait, can I get all of... Yep. Right there. Have to micromanage this. This is going to get way easier once we unlock fully using the extraction, like extracting everything there. We're not there yet. Can we... Yeah, we're not going to use carnivores at all. That's the plan. No carnivores. Carnivores just make this more complicated. One of those. We could do the core upgrade. We haven't done that yet. And then we're going to need that eventually. So yeah, we'll do this to get... Not for this upgrade. We're going to do it for the next upgrade that we need to get to. And then can we do the other medical one? Yeah, I'm determined I'm not going to get bit in the butt again with some disease going through everybody. So we're going to get all that research done as quickly as possible. And then we'll make sure we have the staff in place to research the ones that we need to do with like photographing a disease. Alright, let's add... We've got the money. Let's add another scientist. Let's add let's add another one. We can be pretty liberal with what we're spending here, as long as we're making money. We should be fine to just keep researching and pumping out dinosaurs. Yeah, let's increase this. There we go. Yeah, I'm like barely even looking at the numbers at the top. I got like 15 almost across the board for all of my research here. Sure. And then we're gonna add another. We've got the space. Might as well add another scientist. We'll leave one spot open for maybe later. All right. Now we should be able to dig up another type of dinosaur. So let's go with the sauropods. Large herbivore dig site number 1. We'll just use everybody to get this done. So we'll just do that. Tuberculosis is taken care of. Ooh. Wide path research is available. We can fit 600, just over 600 people in the park. And we should do... I haven't done a contract here for a minute. Okay, research, medium carnivores. Nope. So whatever that one is, we're going to do. Alright, we got some dinosaurs to do now. Lokiceratops. Yeah, we're like 20 minutes into this right now. We're at 1.5 almost stars. Could move a little bit quicker. Yeah, let's swap it out. Construct an operational dinosaur encounter. That's an easy one. And we've got still $1.5 million, so might as well just give us an easy contract. So let's put an encounter over here. Yeah, I don't understand why when I want to put an encounter in here, it starts out like it's this, the viewing gallery, it's anything right next to the fences. It like freaks out for a second.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Says it doesn't fit. But you just let it sit there for a second and it does.
You're making a name for yourself, and by association, you're making a name for this park. Good work.
There we go. Alright, we'll get Nasudo. We'll get Loki. You go under... It's probably the Triceratops. Okay, we'll get some Nasudoceratops in here. Titan? Sure. Yeah, we're not, again, we're not really too picky on which dinosaurs. As long as it's an herbivore, we're gonna go with it. Let's get that extracted. Let's play Triceratops as being fickle. That's why you were attacking the vehicles before. Alright, Lokiceratops is going. Nasuto can go. He can go in either one of these, so we'll just release you here. Yeah, we'll let it go here. And then Sinoceratops. Oh no, I don't want to click that. I want to click on Lokiceratops. Alright, now we can click it. Let's see where you can go.
Ladies and gentlemen,
You're happy.
we are pleased to welcome a Nasutoceratops to the park.
Either spot.
Asset required.
Oh, we can put you over here. We already have 2 in the other one. Museum request. Accept the museum's offer or lose public rating. So that meant... Oh, I think that meant I lost all of my Patagotitan fossils. Anyways, I'll go get Brachiosaurus right now. Fossil held at customs. Secretly pay the local. Lose. Fossils held? No, we'll just bribe them. We have the money for it. It's not going to hurt anything. And it moves faster. Let's just do that. Did I lose it? Let's get these. Enclosures, land hatchery upgrade. Multiple. Perfect. Great, let's get this research. New contract, add an upgrade. That's easy. We're gonna any upgrade. This is why we wait on doing the upgrades here until the contract says to do an upgrade. Now, where is the expedition center? Alright. Improve yield. I should have. I gotta like wait a second for it. Alright. Improve yield. And then I guess we can do large amenities. Oh, we gotta do the wide path. Wide paths here so we can get more people in here. Because our path capacity before was just over 6.
Our hard work in the background means that the dinosaurs get to be center stage. And that was some hard work right there.
Alright. So we're gonna do the wide path research. We are gonna risk a little bit of sabotage.
Well, aren't you the rising star? One sec. Note to self. We need to lock this park manager in a 20-year contract ASAP. You didn't hear that, right?
Alright. New contract. Profitable, make this. Tighten that. There's a Brachiosaurus. Yeah, so we need to make sure when they get back, we need to arrest our other scientists. And then here, we should take a quick photo for...
We are pleased to welcome our
get a photo for $50,000.
That looks like a lovely addition to the park. You're sure we're not spoiling the guests when we could be spoiling ourselves?
Quick photo for over 70. Easy contract. We've got our wide paths. Pause this for a second. Alright, can we do some more research real quick while we're here? Large amenities. Oh yeah, we gotta let this guy rest. So let's make sure he rests. He doesn't get us some crazy sabotage. 1 Sinoceratops. That's not good enough. Let's add a couple more here. And then we need another contract. Expedition. Reach ticket sales. Expedition. We're gonna do it anyways, might as well. These are almost ready. What are you mad at? Oh shoot, I didn't even look at your... I didn't even look at what you needed. I just assumed you were fine. Alright, let's play with this a little bit. I know they don't need to be at 100%. But if we're going to make this a little crowded, it's probably best to, at least to start, make everyone happy. Alright. Okay, we got you two. Ooh, 3 people to do the research. Really need to upgrade you guys.
Delivery has been completed.
Let's add an upgrade here to extraction so we can get as many as possible. Perfect. So now we should be able to move a lot faster with some of these dinosaurs. Let's do an expedition. Patasaurus. Oh, sweet. Just need one of you. Okay. Now, we're going to take this path this way. We're going to add some more path, even though it's really unnecessary, other than adding to the number of people we can have on the path. Move your Sinoceratops in here, and then a Patasaurus. And the next one will be some research. We can't do a Patasaurus. Could do Brachiosaurus, which I haven't put in here either. Alright. Yeah, so we're moving a little bit faster, which is great. I think the challenge, though, is the faster I move, the easier it is for me to forget things. Can I move you? Nope, but I can do this staff upgrade. Yeah, let's keep upgrading the staff. Planning for down the road here if I need everyone to be doing their own thing. Advanced equipment. I have limited. I'm starting to get strapped. See, we make about 150,000 a minute. So we should be fine for now. Oh, I gotta go to this part. Let's extract. I need oh, it's the people. I thought I had the money for this. Alright. Oh, we do have the Patago Titan. I thought we didn't have it. Get this. Perfect. Let's see. Let's move a little bit faster here. And a suspicious subsidy. Take a price increase, but the chance of a sabotage goes up. I'd rather just have nothing happen right now. If this was a campaign or a sandbox, I'm probably more apt for it, but not a challenge where I need to do this in time. Okay. Oh, we got a lot of people to upgrade. You can rest. Oh. Just use the marketplace and just throw things in here that we haven't been able to get yet. We're gonna let that go. We'll put the marketplace somewhere here.
Asset transportation.
Alright, Sinoceratops is gonna maybe in this far right corner of this first level. Yeah, this is the same exact map as the other first campaign. We just start on the opposite side of it. Alright, use a little bit of cover. If we should put this here in the corner, that should... That barely looks like any cover. It's like 4 trees. Alright, let's put this in here as well. But yeah, we'll get the marketplace in here. You know what's something that they do need to fix in Evolution 3? I need a new brush. And by a brush, I mean a new piece of, like, foliage for fruit. Because I only have one, and I really don't like it. But when I start needing fruit here... it's going to be a problem. Not a problem. I'm just not going to like it. Alright, rest you guys.
Saurus to the park.
Or, like, if I put my own foliage in, can that count? Does that count?
I'm asking for your help on this one, not on
Photography.
behalf
That's
of the
an easy one.
conservation sector, but as a personal favor.
Alright, we got... Let's add some nests in here. We need to get some... There's one nest in here. Let's add a couple more. Give us some juveniles. Boost the appeal. You guys don't want... You guys want to be alone. Loki Ceratops can be alone. And you don't care. Lovely. All right. Let's get... Oh, we haven't done a balloon yet. Let's get a balloon going in here. Okay. We put the balloon in right here. Let's have our... Oh, no, wait. So the path connect right here. And then we're going to have this just go in a circle over everything. And by everything, I mean just this top part of the park. So go in a circle. It'll cover everything that we've already got here. We might need to expand this later, but that'll help with like visibility for the Sinoceratops that are out in that farther enclosure. Enclosure mates, help a Brachiosaurus. Aren't we already doing this? Like Brachiosaurus should be already going this direction.
Asset being transported.
Yeah, like Brachiosaurus, I'm already putting it down here. It's gonna be fine. I need more money for Apatosaurus. Why is Apatosaurus more expensive than Brachiosaurus? I feel like Brachiosaurus is a way more popular sauropod. But maybe that's me. See, there you go. See, that contract's
You're
already done.
turning out to be someone that I can truly rely on. And my trust is not something that many have managed to earn.
Alright, new contract. Take a photo. New function.
Okay, yep. Upgrading the building sounds like a good plan to me. After all, we want everything to be the highest quality we can afford.
Right here. Yeah, so you have to give me an upgrade or a photo. Both seem pretty easy. But I have been burned taking photos before where it takes too long. So let's get something for the response facility. Easy contract. Now we're at 9. 9 contracts done. 7 dinosaurs. 7 species.
Wow, you're pretty impressive to see in action. Maybe I should be making notes on you instead of the dinosaurs.
We are almost halfway to our income per minute. We're getting closer to halfway through our guests.
Apatosaurus to the park.
Popular, discovery, research. We're going to do that research anyways. I could have done the an upgrade to another building. But I'm going to research this anyways. I knew that's going to happen, so I might as well. And then we can add the viewing galleries here. In here as well. So everyone's busy doing something.
Asset transportation.
Yeah, I don't want to have scientists that aren't doing anything right now. Just from paying you. Let's be like getting some stuff done. Alright, nest claimed by Nasutoceratops.
This giant herbivore, the Apatosaurus, is quite a sight,
this real
as I'm
quick.
sure you'll agree.
Shoot, why
Even
lose power?
prehistoric predators would be intimidated by this animal.
Oh,
But don't let first impressions fool you. This
these are
can be a
gone.
gentle dinosaur when treated
This
well.
right here. Okay, and we'll fill this up, and then I need to have a maintenance team come out here regularly just to check this. Is that it right here? Y'all can come this way and just check it out. I mean, I could have moved the generator / added another generator, but we'll just do this. All right, we have new contract, safety rate 80. That'll just happen. Sure. Increase the total population to 21. To do that. And then
Wow, you're pretty impressive to see in action. Maybe I should be making notes on you instead of the dinosaurs.
Alright. So we just need to add 4 dinosaurs. We'll get our Patago Titan in here. And then we have low-key Ceratops. Let's add a second Patago Titan. Dig site blocked. Sure, we'll pay to get it moving. And now I'm negative. Gonna make more money here in a second, but let's take a couple photos. Actually, we can take some of this first, and then eventually we'll get all of these. See, now I can research, or I can extract way more. Let's see if I can get That's fine. So can't do it yet, but we'll at least get this ready. And I can just take a couple photos to get us out of the negative. I say as we're already out of the negative. We can take a $27,000 photo. This one's gonna be more. Okay. Looks like a Pseudoceratops and a Apatosaurus are like gonna fight each other, but that's not gonna happen. Alright, let's add the tall leaf in here for you. Is everyone else gonna hate this? You're gonna kinda hate this. Let's add ground fiber here to the corner. And then you just are lonely. You just need another adult. And you guys are all generally okay. Yeah, I don't do a lot of checking if people are super happy or not after I've initially started it. Alright, while we're doing some research here, let's get these paths expanded just a bit to get us more people in the park. So we're going to add as much as we can. It's going to cost a lot of money, but I feel like we're going to get more people in here, so we're going to make some more money. You have a cohabitation issue. Oh, because since we can't change the genome for some of these are going to be aggressive and not want to be around other dinosaurs. Or not around these dinosaurs. Because you hate the other ones. Shoot. Yeah, you're attacking things. You're in danger. You'll be fine. Danger vehicle. You have an infection. Alright, and now I need to take a picture of that. So we'll tranquilize all three of you. We're gonna move the Triceratops to a different enclosure, and then while we do that, once we start moving them, we'll move more there to that enclosure. But we can do this in the moment while we're waiting. Get these guys all ready to go, because we'll move Patago Titan into another enclosure too. Got some juveniles coming. Yeah, you're gonna need a photo, but I can't take the photo until you're tranquilized. Alright, let's get a photo while we're moving this Triceratops. That'll still count for our rabies. Alright, move into the nest. Let's see what we got. So we got our Pseudoceratops.
Oh, excellent. I can save my excuses for why this task didn't get done for another day. Great work.
Perfect. And then, so that helped us with that last contract. Let's move a couple things here so this gate actually, or this fence functions. We'll put a gate in right over here so we can go in and check it. That is ready to release. All right, we gotta move the Patago Titans. So let's move them over. You can go anywhere. But we'll move them over here with Sinoceratops because they don't hate each other. Incubate 2 Apatosaurus at once. We already kind of did that. Increase the rating to 3.5 stars. Can do that. It's not my favorite because we get stars increased by completing contracts. But we'll also get it by adding some of these dinosaurs in here and getting the paths filled out or bigger. So let's go. Let's add some power so we don't have to worry about the generators as much. I mean, it's gonna be fine, but I think it'll just make it easier at the end of it. Let's get Stegosaurus researched so we can get another dinosaur in here. Kentrosaurus DNA extracted. So we've got a couple things here that we're just gonna get moving to help get us over that 3-star mark. including actually upgrading all of these scientists that we haven't touched for a minute. I mean, we've been using them, but they we haven't been extracting. Oh shoot, we're losing money now. We're not losing money, we're just negative money.
Ladies and
It's not flashy, it's not what guests come here to see, but boy, is it critical. That infrastructure investment will pay off, I'm sure of it.
Here's a question. Why can I go into debt paying to upgrade a scientist, but I can't go into debt paying to extract or do anything else? I feel like I should be able to do that and then have, like, 10 minutes to get out of the negative. And if not, then, like, the challenge is lost or the park is lost or something. I go bankrupt. But it doesn't make sense that I can actively go through it by upgrading a scientist, but I can't do it by spending it on anything else. I don't know. These are just things I think about. If I'm going to be financially irresponsible, I'd like to just be able to be incredibly financially irresponsible. And if I know what I'm doing, I should feel like I can do that. But those are just my notes. Alright, other Patago Titan. No, can't put it over here. We're going to put it with the other one that's coming in over here. Those are good. You guys are fine. And, what we should do? We should add... Where is it? Freak, I get this loss every time. We should add a large nest when we can pay for it. Okay, just a little bit. Oh, we can just do it now. I feel like every time I want to do something, I just have to wait a minute. And by a minute, I mean like 2 seconds later to do it. And get this completed here. But our contracts were at 11 of our 15. 3.1 star rating, so we'll get up to 3.5 here. Hopefully pretty soon. That'll get us to 12 contracts completed. Yeah. The only thing that we're like lean or like behind, we're not technically even behind on it, is the number of guests we have here. Alright, let's get this all researched. And then we've got some people that we need to rest. But let's get to that after we make sure Patago Titan is all happy, because, priorities. Things. Stegosaurus is ready to go. We can add those into the park now. No research available. Stegoceratops. Oh, we could use a hybrid. That'll boost the appeal. If I wanted to do that. The problem is that I already have. I just need 16 different species, and I'm gonna get them already with what I've already researched for sites. Like, I don't need to research any more dig sites. I just need to dig in different dig sites to get all these. But at this point, I should have everything that I need to complete the rest of this challenge. As long as I just rest the scientists before they want to sabotage anything. Let's see. And we have path capacities at 1,200, so we still need more. Let's see. And I can, once we get larger paths, we'll do that. But I also need to increase the transportation rating for some reason. And getting the monorail, I don't want the monorail here, but the monorail will get me the Hyperloop. And the Hyperloop I would rather have, because I think it looks nicer and it's not going to take up all that space that the monorail does. So we'll get some of these other dinosaurs in here while we wait. So, Kentrosaurus. You can't go there, you can't go there, you can't go there, you can't go anywhere. So Kentrosaurus is going over here. See, originally I thought I didn't need all these. But now I do. Because I forgot this. Some of these dinosaurs don't like each other. Alright, yeah, we're still at 12,000. Accommodation rating is getting lower too. So we need to add a couple of these things in here. Let's add another hotel.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Kentrosaurus.
Sure, we'll put it back over here. So it can also be a pseudo viewing gallery. Private egg offer. Chance of sabotage. Chance of sabotage. And the public rating goes up. Or I make $1.2 million and can use that to increase the path capacity. So let's do some quick research on the, no, not that one, the Hyperloop, and then we can work on that, and then after that we'll also do the thorough, the big, oh shoot, I can't do it yet. That will be one of the things that we start doing afterwards, but we can also do, don't need that, some other research for another, oh wait, go back, Sauropelta, sure, get another dinosaur in here. Alright, let's check out our marketplace now. We could do Giganspinosaurus. Could try to put you. Well, nowhere up here will everybody get along with you. Could put Notosaurus. You can go anywhere. So let's put you over here with the Triceratops. We'll get those flown in. It would have been nice if there was more spots or a bigger need for the marketplace, but I just don't feel like it really gets used all that often in
Like
Evolution
me,
3.
this animal, the Notosaurus, is shy and likes to keep to itself. Okay, not like me, huh? But it does have thick skin. Like me. Sometimes.
Alright, so Notosaurus will take the left side of this enclosure. Triceratops will take the right. Y'all should be pretty good. Oh, you guys are still getting it. Let's add a nest in here as well to hopefully get a few. Just gotta make the Notosaurus move around a little bit. And then... perfect. Not the nest. The research that we can start doing. Let's see. Get Stegosaurus going. Yeah, we're starting to get a lot of things moving now. So we're getting Stegosaurus in here. We have some movement in the nest. We got staff that need rests. Sauropelta coming in soon. Let me get this all the way maxed out. Maybe. I don't think it's gonna happen. No, we've got that, and then we've got some more research that we got to complete. Namely, the super wide paths and the Hyperloop station is what we got to get to next. What have we got left that we haven't got in here? We have Lokiceratops. We don't have any male Lokiceratops.
Many natural systems fall into some sort of hierarchy, and dinosaur behavior is no different. The alpha should be easy enough to identify from observation alone.
There we go. We don't need a lot of Lokiceratops. I think that's also gonna... because I need to manage the size, too, of some of these herds. Because if you get into one of these enclosures and it's too many dinosaurs, which we might be getting with Pseudoceratops, with the number of times we've had juvenile Nocicerotops. But it's fine. Okay. We're still not quite to the 2,000 for the paths. And our transportation rating is not at 100%. So we'll move in, we'll put the Hyperloop over here. And then where do we need it? So the the furthest our paths go, that is where we need to put this other Hyperloop. And I know it doesn't really matter which one we use, but we'll be consistent and we'll use the same one for both of these. Just come around the edge a little bit. Doesn't super matter. And then we got bailout, unfavorable investment. Shit. I don't need the money, but we could keep the publicity rating to 100%. So let's get that. Let's move in. We've got a restroom that we need to get our restroom coverage up to 100%. Anything to try to get us up to getting over 2,000. Over 2,000 guests is ideal. Because yeah, everything else we're still tracking, we're still pacing well. 10 different species, 11 contracts, over 300,000 in income. So we'll need to get some more, probably some more amenities in here to get that up. And then yeah, it's just the number of guests here are still pretty low. Put our gates in here so we can get between the different enclosures. And Stegosaurus is not quite ready. I mean, it's not going to be ready right now because we're pausing everything. But we're also really low on cash. We're at okay, now we're at 100,000. So let's take a couple more photos. Get some more money to play with. We're at 160,000 now. Let's see if we can get a couple more. We'll get us closer to 200. We're over we're close to 250 now. Over 250,000. Yeah, so we're just gonna go through and take a bunch of photos. Get us a lot closer to being able to pay for anything. Also stalling because we're resting some of our scientists. So, Stegosaurus is ready. Stegosaurus can go nowhere. So, we will use this enclosure over here for Stegosaurus. Yeah, I wasn't planning. Again, I was really hoping I wouldn't have to use all of these enclosures down here, but we're going to have to make that pivot and use those, which means we have a generator over there that can take care of it. And while we're waiting on some things, we'll put in power station. Technically, we don't need it. It's not a necessity, but we're going to put it in here and use it every now and again. So everything is at 100% right now. The biggest thing is just our path capacity is below 200 or 2,000. And the big piece of that is because we don't have the number of species in here. So we're going to need to get some more dinosaurs in here, hopefully, to get us over the edge. But our other option that we can do right now is we can just make more paths. So we are going to just play around over here and add a ton more paths to the side of this over here. So there's not a rhyme or reason. I don't know if any of this is really going to be used. I don't actually have amenities or anything over there, but we're just going to create more paths around here and just make a couple of these lines here to make, again, just more paths. Because our path capacity is the problem, or part of the problem. I think if we'll have to let it go for a little bit before we can see how much that actually increased our path capacity. As well as getting some of these dinosaurs in here. So let's get Casmosaurus going. Do another research. Operations. Yeah, we can increase the electricity on our power station. And then let's just put a couple of these in here. so our maintenance teams can focus on what's really important, which is going to be just keeping all of our buildings up and running. Again, this is probably not necessary, but we have the money for it. Maybe that's an irresponsible decision, but that's okay. But we'll put a couple of these in here, and we'll have this one touching over here to give us some power. In case we get some kind of a storm or something, we'll just want to make sure we have these generators still there. Okay, unfavorable investment. No, we're going to not do that. Yeah, we still haven't really played with that, so we will wait on it a minute. And Loki Ceratops, we'll put the male Loki Ceratops in here now, so hopefully we get a couple juveniles. Sauropelta. Let's add you in. We have... Oh, a lot of people are busy. I don't see a lot of our staff. Oh, they're all busy doing research. Yeah, let's get Sauropelta. And see, some of them are tired now, so we need to go back and we need to make sure they rest so we don't have any sabotage risks. And while we're here, can we... You can be trained. Oh, it's just the ones down here.
Transportation complete.
Alright, let's just make sure Stegosaurus doesn't get mad at us. So we'll fix its habitat. Yeah, I thought that not being able to control the fences might be more challenging. The number of enclosures we hear makes it pretty easy, I feel like, to manage this bit of it here. Hey, we are over. We're halfway to the guest attendance here, so we're over 1,000, which is great.
Asset delivery.
We still need about 150 income per minute, but we're on our way. Sauropelta, that'll be number 12 species. You can go in any of these. You can actually just come right in here, so you don't get moved at all. So let's do that, and let's train up our scientists more and more. I don't know if we need to keep training them now, but we have the time / it's possible. We actually have all the time in the world to do this. We can't do more there, so we will get them going. So yeah, we got 12 dinosaurs in. Sauropeltas. Generally kind of okay. Alright, finally. Our 4 dinosaurs. We've been sitting on this contract for way too long. So now we have 12. 12 of our 15 contracts are done. Great. Yeah, we should do our next one. Nature picture. Construct a viewable viewing gallery. We can put the viewing gallery in, no, not there.
At this rate, you might finally unseat me as Employee of the Month. I mean, I choose who gets it, so you won't. But you still did a great job.
Alright, we can... yeah, we can do it here. We can have 2 viewing galleries into the same enclosure, because it does not matter. Just trying to complete our contracts. Alright, we've got all these done. Chinkingosaurus.
Efficiency like you've shown can only be the marker of great ambition. I think you and I share that quality.
Alright, let's get all these paths moved up to the large path. So we'll go through here, add this to everything, because we have the money for it, probably. And checking everything. So now we should be good. What is our path? So we're over 2,000. We're fine now. So we can fit with the path capacity. Biggest thing now is going to be making sure that we have the appeal and the number of dinosaurs in here. So another easy contract, add an upgrade to a maintenance facility. Now I just got to find the maintenance facility. And sure. just sitting at 14 contracts. Our expedition is back. Great, we're at 3.1 stars, so we'll get there. Not too worried about it yet. New contract complete. Oh yeah, that was one we just completed.
There was a time that I put career progression above all else, you know. You have a bright future ahead of you, but don't forget why you're doing it.
All right, so we have one more contract to complete. We've got like 3 or 4 more dinosaurs to add here. Just gotta figure out the ones that we don't have in here already. Like that, Ankylosaurus. Yes, we got 4 more that we gotta add in. And I'm hoping as soon as we get those in here, we'll be able to, that'll kick us over the 5 stars, because then our guest number will go up. We have Apatosaurus. Shoot, what do we need? Oh, we need Chunkingosaurus. That's what it is. Now I just gotta remember all the dinosaurs that we have in here. Alright, let's get Chunkingosaurus. I mean, we gotta get Chasmosaurus. You can go in. Sure. You can go in here with Triceratops. Alright, male and female. Chunkingosaurus. Oh, we've got someone else we gotta rest. So let's get them rested. Alright, we have still plenty of scientists. We're still making over 200,000 a minute, so we're still doing good. Growing collective. I mean, I'm sure. I don't know how many dinosaurs we actually have in here.
I think our ecosystem can comfortably handle a few new dinosaurs. Plus, more animals means more opportunities for behavioral research. Even if it's just me making notes.
Yeah, 40. I thought we had more than that. Yeah, it's all the Ankylosaurus. Yeah, I thought we had more than 40 right now. I thought we'd be at like 47 or something like that. Adding another 11 dinosaurs here. That might be a little bit more challenging. Alright. Yeah, so now we're making over 300,000. We can have almost 6,000 people in the park with our path capacity now. And that's got to be just from expanding those paths like we did and then just changing it to the large path. So, our paths are great. This is more than enough path that we need. So even if I had people walking around all these enclosures, I should be more than fine. The big thing now is just the appeal and getting it so that I can have more people actually like come to the park. So we'll put in an innovation center, which we have not done in any challenge, I think. We'll have this come in here. I gotta remind myself, this is not to be pretty. This is just to get the points for the appeal. Alright, let's get more research done.
There are moments when working with dinosaurs that just, well, leave you in awe. Finding eggs in a nest is one such moment.
Yeah, we've got 2 different nests with eggs, which is good. Oh, we've got Mamenchisaurus now, too, that we can do. But we also haven't got Ankylosaurus in here, so we'll get Ankylosaurus. Since we've now expanded our hatchery so we can get more things in here, and I only have 1 hatchery. I guess I could have done this as well if I just added multiple hatcheries, but I did not do that. Where's the medium one? Alright. Alright, so now we've got Chasmosaurus is going. And we have 1 Ankylosaurus, which we can't pay for yet, but we can do Mamenchisaurus. Oh wait, actually probably could have paid for it, but I just probably didn't have enough people for it. But probably now we do, because we just finished our expedition. Alright, we could do... There is an easy... That is a layup. All of these are way easier contracts for us to complete. So let's just do one of those. That'll get us to 15. We'll keep doing some research so we can still keep adding dinosaurs. Probably. Where's one? Are we missing any in here? Gotta find the one with 0 on it. There it is. And then let's keep playing with the appeal. So we'll add in an encounter. Actually, as I'm saying this, I think I already have Notosaurus with the Triceratops. Okay, we need to get some more
Mission
revenue in
accomplished.
here.
And the debriefing is nice and straightforward on this one. You did great work.
Great, so we got our 15 contracts. Now we need to make sure we get the guests out. We have the path capacity for it. We're getting close on revenue. We can play with these, which we have not played with before. That'll get us, once those get going, because we maximize those, that should make it easier. Get over $5,500,000 in income. And we're at 3.9 stars, so we're getting close to that 4. We need to move some dinosaurs now around. So let's use this, so we now can use these over here. Alright, anything else we can do to just get a little bit more money, increase? Well, we're going to walk into that. We're going to walk into that goal there because we're just about to hit $500,000 anyways. We're 10,000 off of that goal right now. We have a disease.
We are pleased to welcome the dinosaurs.
Okay, so there we go. Half of our objectives are done now. Hopefully once we get these next 2 dinosaurs in here, that will get us over the edge.
Oh, your next performance review is gonna be sparkling. Partly
It's a 5
because
stars.
you're so efficient that I'm considering letting you write it.
Alright, we got... Let's get these in here. That'll get us to all of our
Wow,
dinosaurs.
You're pretty impressive to see in action. Maybe I should be making notes on you
guys
instead of
know
the
that.
dinosaurs.
Mamenchisaurus. I could do more, like, I can't remember what the word is. More spots for us to fly in the dinosaurs in crates.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a chunky
Tranquilize this. We're going to move a couple of these. And we have a Chasmosaurus who hates everybody. So we're going to get rid of him. He's gonna find a new home. You guys should do ground fiber taken care of. So what I'm thinking is we'll take care of you. We might need to move a couple other dinosaurs around here. So we might have to move Triceratops again. Unfortunately. Okay, Mamenchisaurus is gonna go here. Now we can find a spot for you. Hey, we're at 16. We've got our dinosaurs now.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome.
Now that Mamenchisaurus is coming in here. Alright, yes, we're gonna move that. Actually, we don't have to move anything. We just have to get rid of the one Chasmosaurus. And these guys don't need to have 100% comfort. Biggest thing now is we just need to get another 400 guests in here. So let's get the welfare up, the restroom coverage. We need to get up a little bit. We can fit other people, but we also need to start tweaking the. I'm thinking the viewable dinosaurs is the next thing we have to really play with. And also maybe, yeah, so the more our dinosaurs are viewable, it looks like the more our appeal goes up, which means the more that the guest count goes up. So we're going to try to build a Jeep tour, and this is going to just go through all of these enclosures here at the top. So I don't think it's going to go through anything at the, well, it'll go through, screw it. We're going to do all of these. We're going to take it all the way through the park. And so then our Jurassic tour can see everything. And then to just cover our butts, let's have a balloon tour as well that just sees everything as well. So this will come over the top, it'll see everything over there, it'll do a quick loop, it'll go over our dinosaurs that we have nothing seeing. So that'll help there. And then also, let's put, it's not here, I always get these two switched up. So let's go to the attractions and put in a dome so we can really see everything over here. And then I don't care which one we're using right now, so let's put the viewing gallery here. That should be good. And then let's also put another hotel. We can put it here, but if I put it over this side, it's also a viewing gallery of sorts. So then now it takes care of seeing things on this side. And then again, we had a restroom that was apparently, our restroom coverage is apparently not high enough, so we'll get a restroom in here. Let's put a shelter in it here as well, just in case. Doesn't seem like it'd be a problem, but I didn't think we need another restroom, so we'll just do both of these. And then while we're here, let's just throw another generator in, because we've got $4 million over here now, so might as well use that. I'm gonna use the Triceratops and throw some more in here to just try to increase the appeal and get more dinosaurs in here. And I'm also going to use it as like a lower percentage one, because I kind of hope I can just get like a carnivore by accident.
You know, it's hard to put a price on life itself, but, well, there you go. That seller has managed it. Congratulations to them, I guess.
Alright, looks like we didn't. We still got Triceratops. We got 5 of them, so that'll help with the appeal. Alright, we're at 1,700. And then I gotta make y'all happier. Yeah, and at this point, it's just getting the appeal up. Gonna need more than anything, because we've got the income, contracts are done, number of dinosaurs are done. This is again why I don't like doing a lot of carnivores here, because I feel like my carnivores are gonna eat everybody, or they're gonna get out of here. And this way I don't really have to do too much research on the fences. I can focus more on research on the park and the dinosaurs to get us here. Alright, disease contracted. Okay. So let's check out. We can do a little bit of research. I'm gonna just pull the trigger. We're gonna go find a carnivore. We can throw one in somewhere if that's gonna boost the appeal at least for a minute. And if we use it in this back enclosure space here, that might be okay. Because we already have Triceratops in here. So if we get something, it's going to have to go and compete with Triceratops down there. Alright, Giganspinosaurus, where can you go? You can go here.
Asset collection request
You can go in here. I almost thought we didn't have a spot for you. And then now, when we put in the tour, it kind of screwed up some of the territory here for Pseudoceratops, who has been carrying us much of this challenge by just popping out a ton of juveniles. Let's get these out here. Dreadnoughtus. We're missing Dreadnoughtus. We haven't put Dreadnoughtus in here yet. So we'll get that in here. We'll rest this scientist. We can train up you a little bit. And then while we're here, what has the most appeal? Patago Titan does. So let's get that in here. Yeah, definitely want to make sure we can get this up and running. Patago Titan is almost done. Let's move this a little bit faster. Let's get this in here.
There are a lot of reasons that we don't let guests ride the dinosaurs. Trust me, lawyers and ecologists have told me all of them. But the Gigantspinosaurus is a pretty compelling case on its own. After all, those blades and spikes on its back are enough to put off the nastiest of predators, let alone a paying audience. But hey, at least it's still a heck of a sight from a viewing gallery.
All right. Oh, we are at 98% of this, so we are right there. Everyone's busy. Can't do anything.
When you woke up, did you imagine you'd be earning 5 whole stars today? Because I did. I prepared a speech and everything. But I think the praise belongs to you on this one. Good job.
All right, so we're done. We've completed the challenge. Everything's done. We had 2 hours to do it. We did it in 57 minutes. So part of that's pausing a ton. No matter the time, though, we got this done in under 2 hours, which is all that mattered to complete the Jurassic Challenge. If you did enjoy this video, feel free to hit that like or subscribe button. And if you did complete this challenge, what was your time? How did you complete it? What were your strategies? What are some things that maybe we could do differently in the future? We're going to move on to the next challenge here very shortly. But until then, have a great rest of your week, and I will see you on the next build.